All right, so let's talk about you and you just went over to London for the
Yeah,
first time. London Fashion
man,
Week.
man,
What was
bro.
that? What was that like? What was that experience like?
Uh, you could be honest, it's crazy because like it wasn't hard to make the collection. It's never hard for me to get creativity with the collection. I would say the hardest process was because I obviously shout out to the platform that I came up with was Art Hearts Fashion
Mm-hmm.
with Eric, Libby, and April and all of them. I started with Art Hearts Fashion. I did uh I did 9 fashion shows with Art Hearts Fashion, and they created a platform to where emerging designers like myself, or even designers that are established, they still go over there and they showcase. They showcase in L.A., New York, Miami, and all that. So I was doing coast to coast packages with them, and I was showcasing in all their all of their shows,
Yeah,
and
you've been doing
they
that for like
gave like 2.5 years.
yeah, I want
So
to say like almost 3 years now.
yeah, and then like Eric's the founder for Art Hearts Fashion. His platform helped me develop my skills, and it helped me develop me how to run a show. Because usually, because like with Art Hearts, like you'll have time slots, right? So there'll be other designers be in front of you or behind you or whatever. And with this London Fashion Week show, which is a official calendar, with we're on the same calendar. Like Friday, like our show was Friday the 13th, and Burberry went Monday, bro. So we're on the same schedule with those big dogs. And the hardest part leading up to the whole show was obviously the budget, because because with Art Hearts Fashion, there's like a they have a venue, they have the production, they have the lighting, they have everything. But for this, it's all
All
you,
on
bro.
you.
You have to get the casting director, you have to get the stylist, you have to get the makeup, you have to get the hair, you have to get production, you have to get lights, you have to get the cameras, you have to do the PR. It was like, oh shit, bro. So like, you know what I mean? It was like, God damn, bro. So I went from started the process back in January. Shout out to my boy Mark G. He's the one that connected me with the lady who I was working with for the London Fashion Week show. Her name is Safi. Shout out to Safi. She she's based in London, and she helped me out with. She basically took what I knew and took my ideas, and we had to like refine them and make them sharp, because we had to get a plan. So we had to take the brand was there, but the brand wasn't polished. So we had to go back into the website, redefine everything, make sure everything is up to standards for the London Fashion Week
Mm-hmm.
standards, because the BFC, they have standards, which is the British Fashion Council. So we had to create a new website, and then we had to create a new look for the brand, and she helped me out with that. And then the hardest part was getting sponsors, because all this shit costs money, bro. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's all on
Venue
you.
prices.
Yeah,
So I went from just showing up, taking my clothes out, hanging on the rack, models surrounding us, dressing the models, showcasing, to putting on the whole show. So we went from that, and bro, it was like, but it was a beautiful process, because I during that hard time, I call it like growing pains. During that hard time, bro, like I developed some skills that I never knew I had, such as I had to become all those hats. Yeah, my price is a little high now, but you know what I mean. But it's worth it. It's worth it, bro. It's worth it. But um, we shout out to New York Makeup Academy, shout out to Unite Hair, shout out to Kirk and Kurt, which was our eyewear, shout out to United Nude. They all trusted me, trusted the vision, and they partnered up with me, and they helped out. And shout out to BET, man. BET was the one that was our media people that helped out, that did the interview, they shared a huge light on us, interview and stuff like that. But all that came together last minute during those from February till August was hell, bro. Like the show almost didn't happen. I had trouble with my manufacturing, because all our pieces now, I make all my pieces here still, but we have manufacture in Turkey as well. And then, bro, I almost didn't have my collection. So normally, I mean, if they trust you and stuff like that, they'll let you get your pieces and stuff like that. And then obviously after the shows, they'll fulfill orders.
Yeah.
This is my first time ever getting production with them. So they didn't really have, I didn't have that trust. And I got like about 15 pieces that were done, and I made 15 pieces here. But the 15 pieces that I thought that I was going to be able to get, I thought I was going to be able to get that pieces after the show when buyers place orders. They held my collection. I had to come up with 5K in 24 hours. I didn't have 5K stacked up way like that. I'm spending money like I'm spending thousands of dollars like it's coins, bro. So when it came to get the collection, because it was like, I would say it was like mid-August, and we leave to London like around September 5th or something like that. But from Turkey to here, it takes there's like a week and a half time frame that you need. So it got to the point to where we had a conversation on WhatsApp, blah blah blah. The manufacturers are saying the collection's not going to ship unless there's a payment that is paid right away. If there's not a payment that's right away, the collection is not going to ship. So if I don't get these pieces, bro, I'm 15 pieces short. And let me remind you, the whole gang, the whole squad, Tell the Truth squad, these niggas is already buying tickets and stuff. They're already in London, bro.
Yeah, it's some motion. Things are moving already. It's too late,
bro. I'm getting DMs from models taking pictures. They're in London. I'm back here in LA sweating. Like, we might not have the looks, bro. Like, I can't make 15 looks in 3 days. It's impossible.
So
it's impossible.
Why?
So I had to.
Why did they hold it in the first place?
They held it because I didn't have their trust as a brand.
Oh, okay. So they wanted to make sure that you were giving.
They didn't know if I was gonna call them after the show and be like, "Hey, here's orders from Selfridges. Here's orders from blah blah blah." So they didn't. I didn't have their trust. So I had to establish that trust, and I had to pay 5K. But I didn't know that because they told me going into that you know, we'll work with you. That wasn't the case, unfortunately. And I had to come up with 5K. God's good. I don't know how I did it. Calls started being made.
Like, what'd you do, bro?
Bro, I made some calls, bro, and orders came in. It was crazy. Like I was sitting there, like, I do a lot of manifesting and stuff like that. So I do a lot of manifesting. I manifest with like money manifesting, attracting, and all that, and like law of attraction stuff. I just literally, I saw the WhatsApp, dropped the phone, relaxed, went to the room, manifested. I just said, yo, I just need to manifest attracting, how to just get not no $200 order. I need niggas. I need motherfuckers that's gonna come in here and say, yo, I want that jacket for 2K. Boom, 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 bro. I swear, not joking you. I would say within 2 hours, I get a call from one of my clients that has ordered from me in the past. He says, yo, what size should I get in this? I said, oh, shit. I said, what? And it was an expensive jacket, bro. It was like the jacket was like, I think the jacket was like $1,800 or whatever. I was like, yo, I texted him back. I was like, yo, get a large. Nigga says, that comes in. And then I get 3 people order bags. That comes in. And then one of my other clients hits me up. Yo, I'm trying to check out on the website right now, but this shit's acting weird, bro. It's not letting me check out. I said, no.
Yeah, hey, don't worry about it, hey, bro.
Bro, I was like, bro, that order comes in, bro. And then I look up. Nigga, I had, I think I made like 4,700 in like 7 hours, bro. And I had a little shit scrapped up in the cash in my savings and stuff like that. Call her back. They're on turkey time. It's like 3 in the morning. I need this. I need this order. It's already boxed up. Yeah. They have to ship this by 6. If they don't ship it by 6, I miss that time frame and I don't get the collection. I wake her up 5 in the morning. Check your wire. I just sent you the money. Oh, you know, her accent, blah, blah, blah. Check your money. And I'm hot. I'm pissed. I'm like, check your fucking your bank account. I just sent you the money, bro. You know what I mean? I'm hot, bro. I'm like, how did we just do that? But at the same time, I'm thankful and everything too. But I'm like, wow, boom, get the collection. I get a confirmation from DHL, package been shipped. So I get the 5K, bro. If 5K is no money, bro. I'm not tripping about no money with 5K, but at the same time, when you're doing all these venues and prices,
I need it right now.
So right now, bro.
Yeah, that's a different level of pressure right there.
It. And then we ran into another issue, bro. We get to London, bro. And then we're waiting on some sponsors that are supposed to partner with us and give us budget for the venue. But sponsor pulls out.
That's the worst.
We don't have a venue. We don't have a venue in London. We're in London, bro. The show is the next day. We don't have a fucking venue, bro. I had to switch venues. We go from over there to where we were going to do it. It was just too expensive because at the time we didn't know about the VAT, the VAT, and plus the pounds. And the currency change was very, very bad. The dollar for our dollar for there was
that pound is about they're double the dollar, bro, sometimes.
Oh, so we get there. I'm like, okay, blah, blah, blah. The thing is going to be this price. And she said, oh, no, it's going to be paid in British pounds. I'm like, British pounds? So like, yeah. So the venue went from this to this. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be able to pay it right now, bro. And then she was like, well, you just paid deposit, stuff like that. And bro, God was working. God knew I was not supposed to be in that venue because they were treating us disrespectfully, bro. They were just saying like, you will pay for this. We held this venue for you, blah, blah, blah. You will pay for this. We're in a big room, bro, with these big people. And they're like, you will pay. Put
a little pressure on you.
They're putting pressure on me, bro. So I tried to take care of the deposit. I had stashed deposit money. I tried to pay the deposit. My bank declined. I'm like, what do you mean I declined? And she says, I called bank calls, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, try it now. It should work. I try to pay it again. Declines. I'm like, whoa, that's a sign, bro. And then that's when I realized that like I was trying to pay it in USD, but it was really in British pounds. So it was way more than what I
way
thought
more than what you was planning for.
That's why it was declining. And if that transaction would have went through, I wouldn't have had the money. I wouldn't have had the money for the other venue that we ended up getting, bro. So that didn't go through. They're pissed at us. They're screaming. Matter of fact, they're still pissed at us. Blah blah whatever. My lady Safi, she's there. Blah blah blah. We're still dealing with that, by the way. But like, she was just like, I was like, at that time we had no venue. Don't forget, everyone's in town. Yeah. Oh my God, so excited. Makeup Academy, sponsors. They're all in town, bro. Wait, ready for the show. I don't have a venue, bro. I storm out, me and my brother. We walk to the next place. I don't know London, bro. I'm telling Safi, where the fuck is the next venue we can go talk to? Where? She's pointing me in directions over here. So we stumble over to the venue called the St. Martin's in the Field. It's like a church, super dope venue. That's where we did the show. I walk in there. I'm like, hey, we're hungry. We're walking in there like, who's in charge? And they're like, wait, hold on now. We're trying to talk and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, how much is this? And she's saying it was, I think she said it was going to be like 20K, bro. I said, come on, man. I said, I can't pay that, man. Like, come on, man. I'm like, bro. I was like, bro, we have a show tomorrow on the calendar. This is my first show in London. What the fuck? Come on. You have to no, bro. And then we sit down, we talk, and then she was just like, they were super nice. Then they were just like, well, how many hours do you need it for? And I was like, oh shit, they want to negotiate. And then they ended up getting it down to a price that was affordable and stuff like that, bro. And then ended up paying for it. But the money that for that, bro, like that extra money that I had got for that like low key was a blessing, because that I have to highlight one of my besties back home in Arizona. Her name is B. She probably doesn't want all this type of attention. She's a behind the scenes type person, bro. It was more money than I had at the time, bro. I had to make a call. Boom. Best, I need your help. Wire transfer came, paid. So if it wasn't for Best, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. We wouldn't even be having these pictures.
Oh, we might be like, yo, I'd be like, yo,
But
what happened?
shout out to Best. She sent me the wire and help. She helped out, bro. Like, bro, took money from her savings and gave it to me, bro. Like, I owe
That's a
her
real one.
tremendously, bro. For real, real one, bro. So I had a little bit of stress, but at that time, bro, I'm exhausted. I'm a young designer. I'm not used to operating at thousands.
Yeah, now you guys handle
I'm
everything.
not no cat, bro. I'm about to sit here and act like I'm breaded, bro. Like, I'm every dollar for us is going into the business, bro. So for me, for that situation, and then we had like obviously we had like the t-shirts that we were promoting too. And shout out to everyone that supports Tell the Truth. They bought the t-shirt, the $20 t-shirt. Shout out to my boy King Rome. King Rome was a big help using his platform. A lot of people from his side bought t-shirts that helped out with the process as well. So the community helped, but it's a lot of money putting on your own show. So I got mad respect for anyone that puts on their own show. Like
I was gonna say that give you newfound respect for like Eric and like what they've been doing for this.
Eric and nobody but man, Eric's doing it for like 10, 20 designers. Like I did it just for myself, bro. It's like, but there was like key people, bro. It was, in basketball, nigga, it was key clutch buckets, bro, that had to happen. If they did not happen, bro, there would not be no show. Like I would say the key moments were the collection, the key moments was the venue, bro.
I think that's why, especially like how I feel like when people are like, oh, I'm self-made. There ain't no such thing as doing something by yourself.
I thought about calling your ass. I was like, yo, D, man, I need a loan, bro. I was like, I'm gonna call D, bro. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that to him, bro. I was calling everybody, bro.
Stressed.
Shout out to my boy Jason too. Jason, man. Jason's I'm not sure you know Jason, but he walked in the show. He actually wore this jacket. Jason helps out, man. Jason's a big supporter, man. Does what he can and points us in the right direction, man. Jason helps out big time too, man. For real. There's a lot of key people, man, that be helping, bro. For real.
If anything,
bro.
that just highlights like
my brother.
Nobody does this by himself.
Yeah, my brother helped out big time, bro. My Sean, Mark G, my girl, everybody, bro.
Takes a village. It definitely takes a village. So I mean, like, all right. So walk us through the day. Like, you got all that figured out. You made it through the fire. Now it's go time. Like, walk us through the show.
Yeah. So they obviously the whole, some of the models and I, like myself, some of the team members we're staying in the big house in Hackney, staying about 45 minutes away. So the people that was in the house, we got in the Ubers, we mobbed out to the venue. We started setting up. We were able to go to the venue at like around 3:00, but we came like around maybe 10 o'clock. Came like around like 11. But they didn't clear out the tables because they still had like lunches and areas and stuff like that during where the show was at, because that's like a huge cafeteria. So they didn't let us in there until like 3:00, and then we went to the back. Obviously, the backstage we set up all the hair, makeup. We set up the tables and stuff like that. Got the racks. When we arrived, we had about 20 people already there. The models. Shout out to Cap Models. It's an agency in London. His name is Ray. He helped me cast it, man. Like, bro, like 15 models. I think it was 15 models in London. Because it was important for me to obviously bring models from the US, but I wanted to have that aesthetic with like the London-based models.
Yeah, you want
show as well.
You want to pay at least, to the local community there.
Yeah, for sure. So he helped out, man. Brought in some dope models from his side, from his models that he has for his agency. So there was a lot of new faces. Like when we got there, like I didn't know a lot of people that was even there. But like obviously we did like video walks and stuff like that for FaceTime, but I never met these people. But they were there, so the models walked and stuff like that. See them live. We did a fitting, and then we did a rehearsal for the walk. Yeah, man, it was just a lot of moving parts, bro. I don't even like. And then like there was a moment where like I think it was like me and Sean, we were just sitting back and we were just looking at like the backstage when everybody was there, and we were just like, how the fuck did we do this? It backstage was like 300 people back there. We were like, who are all these people, bro? Like it was like none of this was planned. It was like, how did all these people come together? So that's it was 300 people backstage and about 400 or 500 that sat and watched the show. That's about close to 1,000 people.
Yeah.
If we didn't get the venue, we were gonna let down 1,000 people. Were gonna be let down, and that's a lot of people for an emerging brand like myself. So like we were just not gonna let people down for this show, bro. So like I think like God was using a lot of people that was important and just giving them jobs, and they were coming through, bro. Because there was no way that was all going to come together without a huge team.
So I guess for people that don't know, like fashion shows, do you sell tickets? Do like people pay to come to this, or this is like open door policy? Like how did you get?
We partner up with a PR company through my lady Safi. Shout out to the PR, Where Is Born. They have a lot of contacts in London, and they use their contacts and stuff like that. And they invited all the people and stuff like that. Obviously, we had like some of the models had guests and friends and stuff like that. And then the buyers and all that, the London Fashion Week, they give you a list of buyers and stuff like that, of the buyers that's going to be attending the shows and stuff like that. And then it's our responsibility to reach out to those buyers, or the buyers, if they feel that your brand is interested, they'll reach out to you and try to RSVP and stuff like that. But majority was all RSVP. But once you're on the calendar, it's a different ball game, because a lot of people will RSVP to your they'll send you RSVP trying to come to the show because your name is on the calendar. So like they see the lists of designers and stuff. And like some designers like Burberry and stuff like that, they don't really want the RSVP. They want to be private. They already have their people who's going to come. But for designers like myself that's emerging and stuff like that, we keep the RSVP link live so people can come to the show, because we want to create that buzz and stuff like that. Yeah, we need exposure. So a lot of people came, and we packed it, bro. It was a big venue, bro. Like the venue that we ended up getting was bigger than the one we were originally going to get. So it was a big venue, bro. And then we wasn't even supposed to get that big venue, bro. Like they wasn't that venue was way out of budget, but they worked with us, bro. Like I'm saying, it was just key moments, bro. It was just like, how the fuck did we get this venue, bro? You know?
And I mean, for the show itself, did you have like performers, music? Like, what was the setup in terms of that?
Yeah, shout out to my music people, man. We had Safi invited some DJ that was there. My boy Lawford and his person came, man. They were in charge of the music. Shout out to my boy DWY. He's like my music guy, man. Like this dude is like, me and him just got a special connection when we're making our mixes and stuff like that, bro. And me and him, like he came through. We sat down, went over the music, went over the ideas. He just mixes it up, bro, and just knows exactly the taste that we need, and he just knows the sound. He's actually like gonna be like becoming like our music guy that does all the mixes and stuff like that. Me and him are in talks with that. But then my boy Lawford does music as well. Lawford was responsible for bringing his whole team, and they fixed the sound. They did all this stuff like that. They did everything live and stuff like that. So it was a huge army with that. And then the music artist is super dope song called Sober, man. They were dope. Arsenal and all them, man. And it was dope vibes, man.
Okay. And I guess after the show, everything, like, what was the response? What were buyers saying?
After the show, I didn't really get to see too many of the buyers. The buyers just get up and they're out.
Get up out of it.
They get up out of it. They go to the next show. But BET was there. Shout out to BET. BET was huge. They interviewed me. They interviewed a couple people. They interviewed a couple models. They did interviews backstage as well. And then they interviewed people after the show as well. So BET took a lot of information from people, and there was good responses. People were excited. People thought we did good, and people were excited to see what's next. So like at the same time, it's like we did that show. We went through all of that, but now it's like
When you doing it,
do it again.
when you coming back, when you doing it again.
You do it again. It's like, and that's the biggest thing that buyers, so like buyers and like press and editors and stuff like that, like they'll be interested in you, like they'll check you out, like they won't reach out to you though, like they won't be like, oh, we're looking at you. They'll just see if you're going to be at the next
consistency.
Season. They want to see consistency.
How serious you
Same thing
are.
with you with basketball. Like, okay, nigga, you
did it once.
Nigga,
you got to do it again and again.
Do it again.
And again.
Can you average 30 for 10 years?